Good morning, children. Today we are going to continue lesson 6 from gathering food to growing crops, the earliest people. Stone Age sites of Telangana, rock art sites. Now we will discuss about the small terms which usually we discuss in the lesson. Prehistory. Prehistory is the time or era before written records were kept. Because of these, people didn't write down their history. We have to do our best to figure out what happened during that time. Archaeology. Archaeology is the study of past societies through an analysis of what people have left behind. Anthropology. The study of human life and cultures. Culture. Culture is a set of beliefs, knowledge and patterns of living that a group of people develop. Microlithic and rock art sites. The prehistoric people from early Stone Age lived in different parts of the state and have left behind a large number of microliths and paintings on the walls of rock shelters of Pandavala Gutta near Tirumalagiri village in Warangal district. It has put Telangana state in the map of rock art sites of the world. It is unique as it has prehistoric paintings of Kakatiyas and Padmanayaka period, that is from about 12,000 years ago to 500 years ago. Location. Some of these places are located in Ekkala in Jaishankar district, Amarabad in Nagar Karnool district, Elleshwaram in Nalgonda, Ramagundam in Peddapalli district, Utnur in Adilabad, Armoor in Nizamabad districts, Manjira Valley in Sangareddy district, and Cherla in Baradri district. The rock art painting consists of hunting, fighting scenes, honey collection, dancing, music, etc. The animals are also depicted in rock painting which include bison, buffalo, antelope, deer, elephant, wild goat, tiger, crocodile, scorpion, porcupine, crabs, frog, crawling insects, fish, tortoise, lizard, monkey, bear and dogs. The paintings also depict birds like eagle, vulture, cranes, peacock, crows, beehives and butterflies. There are also geometric signs and human figures. Weapons such as bow, arrow, sword and lances are also seen in the paintings. Now, the most important part of this lesson we are dealing is hunter-gatherers. What are hunter-gatherers? In our state, the Yanadis and Chenchus lived in this manner till very recently. They lived in small groups and led a nomadic life. Hunter-gatherers shared the food they collected with all in the group. They did not have any rich or poor classes among them. They treated each other equally. They also took important decisions by discussing them together. Women and children were active in food gathering and hunting of animals. Even though they hunted for wild animals, the hunter-gatherers had a great respect and regard for the forest, plants, trees, animals, rivers and hills. They often worshipped them. From gathering to growing food. This process took around about 12,000 years ago. There were major changes in the climate of the world. It led to a great change in natural vegetation as large tracts of forest turned into grasslands, which provided fodder for grazing animals like cattle, sheep and goats. They also had grains that could be eaten by human beings. They gradually tried to control animals and also came in contact with grasslands. This is called domestication of plants and animals. Different people in different places learned to grow paddy, wheat, barley, pulses, millets, tubers and vegetables. Similarly, they allowed gentle animals to come near their camps and they protected these animals from other wild animals. In this process, they got plenty of benefits like regular supply of meat, animal skin and milk. And they also started using oxen and donkeys for carrying loads and plowing the fields. Thus, plants and animals tended by people became different from the wild ones. And again, not all the people practiced shifting agriculture. They also combined hunting, few combined farming with rearing animals and so on. Now, after the nomadic life, they tried to settle themselves in a particular place. When people began growing plants, they had to stay in the same place for a long time to look after the plants, watering, weeding, driving away animals and birds. All this led to construction of huts of stone made of wood, mud and dried grass. It led to making of pots of different kinds vessels to cook grains and store water, milk, etc. Cooking also required stoves and stones for grinding corn. When archaeologists dug up the places, they found remains of huts, pots, stoves, and microliths. In some places, they also found some roasted grains. They also started painting and decorating the pots to make them look better. Neolith. The early farmers selected the right kind of stone which was ground on the rocks to give it an axe-like edge. This axe head was then fixed to a wooden handle and used to cut trees, etc. By growing crops with the new tools, the early people began a process which changed almost all aspects of their lives in a fundamental manner. This period of early agriculture is called Neolithic period, named after the new tool Neolith. We find the earliest evidence of cultivation of crops from Baluchistan about 10,000 years ago. In India, there are evidences in Kashmir and Bihar from around 5,000 years ago. The earliest evidence of domestication in the Deccan comes from the borders of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. In these states, large mounds of ash were found in a number of places. Archaeologists believe that around 5,000 years ago, hunters of these areas began to raid cattle. Neolithic handmade pots were also found. Number of Neolithic sites have been found in Warangal rural, Warangal urban, Janagaon, Jaishankar, Siddipet, Nagar Karnool, Mehboob Nagar, Karim Nagar and Adilabad districts, and ground stones tools have also been collected from there. The excavation at Polakonda in Warangal district have brought to light the hearth of burnt clay along with large number of microliths, handmade pots and jars for storing grains. People seem to have lived here about 3,300 years ago. These are the MCQs given. Please answer it in your classwork. Thank you.